Okay. Hello everyone. Welcome back again for the project management accounting basics concepts in D365. Today we are going to discuss about the project budgets and forecasts. Normally, project budget means it's comparing the comparing and monitor. Sorry, companies controls monitor project revenue expenditure by comparing with the actuals. Normally, companies will do control and monitor of expenditure and project costs by comparing the actuals, and organizations can allocate money and resources to the to meet the budgetary goals. Okay, and when project budget is required means when we are using cost tracking analysis and regulations, revenue tracking, audit trail of budget charges, then we'll use the project budget. So we have a few prerequisites for project budgeting. Workflow is needed and forecast model. We have original and revision forecast models that we are going to discuss now. And normally original budget means it will flow like this. Project created, from project created to budget tracking turn on, and original budget created, submitted, approved, and budget will be activated. In the revision budget it will be revision, right? So no need to create the budget. Sorry, no need to create the project is already created under the original budget. So for revision purpose, create the revision, submit the revision, and approve, then revision will be activated. Okay, those are the few things. And in the parameters we can see project related scheduling. This we already discussed. Forecast, we have estimate forecast model, default one we can map here. Terms of payments for expense, terms of payments for items, hours. So these default ones, not mandatory things. It's a default setups. Okay, and we have cost control here. It is default one is method is remaining budget, and the original budget is defaulted as this one, and total remaining. Budget controls we have use budget control. If you want to use the budget control you need to enable it. And transactions type control, it is revenue and cost we have defaulted here. And allows overruns. Okay, allow this one budget control outside hierarchy and budget control intervals. These are the few fields available in the project management parameters. Let's we'll start creating the budget first. Let me create one new project so that we'll create new project budget as well as and we'll use the controls as well for that project budget. Uh, I'll use simple wording, basic uh, project budget. I'll use some existing group. I'm using time and material project only, and customer, selecting the person, project manager, create project. Once the project is created, So we have project budget tab here. This is enabled actually. Normally, if you want to enable this feature, this use budget control need to be enabled. Otherwise, it won't enable the field. So it is enabled because automatically because it the parameter level we already enabled this feature. See here project budget is grayed out. If I enable this particular feature, it will enable the project budget. When this toggle is enabled, then project budget will be available. Let's start with project budget. Before that, I'll explain few. Here transaction type control. See, we checked right just now in the parameters, it's defaulted to revenue and cost. What are the transaction type control? Only cost purpose, only revenue, or revenue and cost. And now we selected cost only. Let's see. And overrun defaults. If you want to allow, you can allow it. Otherwise, warn and disallow the overruns. We can do that. Budget control interval. You want to project to date, year to date, total year, current year, total budget. What is the control for the budget? You can select from here. So these are the things I want to explain here. Let me click on project budget. See, when I click project budget, I have only cost tab here. Only cost is available because we have mentioned transaction type control only for the cost. If you want the control for the only both revenue and cost, then you need to select the revenues and costs, then click on project budget. You will get both the cost and revenue tabs. See here, it will come like this. So now what I am going to do is that let me enter the mm, budget, mm, basic control. Taking new cost control and cost budget I am giving. For example, category ERP development. For this one, uh, I have spent and my cost is 5,000. Okay, and let me go to revenues. Revenues you can do you can create manually, or you can do generate from cost as well. Once from the cost, once the line is generated, here you can say that what is the profit for the sorry, what is the revenue generated for this revenue budget for this particular project. I given 7,000 and save it. Let's submit it. So now project budget, see, as I said you, project budget need to be created, then submitted, approved, then budget will be activated. So that is the process, right? We created project as well. And let's see the workflow history, how it has been set up. If it is automatic approved, then it will be good. Mhm. So completed, it's automatic approval. So once it is completed, refresh it, it will change to approved status. This is original budget we selected. Remaining budget is remaining. So once it is approved and uh, once it is approved, then budget will be activated. So this is the creation of budget. And the second scenario is that revision budget. As we said that we have two types of budgets: original budget and revision budget. Now we created the original budget, and now we are going to discuss about budget revision. For example, this ERP development, we have budgeted 5,000 as a original budget, but it's gone beyond that. So we are requesting some more budget hours for that budget for that ERP dev category. So for that, you need to revise your budget, right? Once it is approved, enter a revision to align the budget with the approved change order. So once the approval given, we need to revise our budget. That will be under. So before that, we have project budget balances. We can check from here what are the budget balances available for this project. See here we have total cost of 5,000 budget and approved budget also 5,000, and remaining budget currently it is 5,000 now, and our budget it is our only, right? Everything we given only one budget type. So then let's start with revision. We have here new revision and revisions. So we have new. Before that, is there anything I mean? So I need to revise this. New revision means newly created revision. If I want to revise this budget, I can click this revise budget. Once click on new, uh, change order 01, you can give as a reference. You have revision date when it's supposed to be revised, and requested date, then creation of revision. This is the budget we allocated previously, original budget. For the cost it is so you can give here a revision amount, or new budget it will be 6,000, and this is new budget of for revenue is 10,000. So this is our revised budget. Once the revision you updated, once the revision is updated, same way you need to submit for the workflow. Once it is submitted, it will be activated. This is the another concept, a revision of budget. And any points I missed from my notes? Next is this one. Okay. So next concept is that project budget allocation. Budget allocation is name itself we know. Distribution of budgeted amounts over specific periods of time. This is optional, not a mandatory thing. For this allocation based on your GL physical calendar, GL general setup, ledger setup, ledger form, we can see that physical calendar, what is available for this particular legal entity. Allocation period type cannot change. Your budget control interval, it is important when it comes to the allocation. So you can adjust the system provided allocation. So normally it will provide the system will provide the allocation that you can manually update as well. If you want to update, depends on your budget scenario. Create a revenue budget. Maybe I'll use this one only, cost budget and revenue budget I created. If you want to allocate the budget, let me close it. So I'm viewing the approved allocation which is already allocated. Uh, so here we have what type of budget it is, transaction type, hour revenue, expense revenue, item revenue. These are the types we have. Let me so I clicked. Yeah. Let me go to the project again. Project budget. We have created the budget already. If you click new revision, it will ask for the revision of the budget. Same way as we discussed revision of the budget. So I'm not giving anything here. Let me go to another project. Mm, we can create the project or we can use this project as well, which we created previously. So revenue budget. ERP dev. Revenue will get 1,000 rupees. 1,000. Here you can allocate budget. from when to when, entire year I given from date and to date, by time period, by year, by quarter, by period. How you need to divide this amount. I given by period, and mine is our revenue. I given that, I selected that, and it's allocated the like this. 1000 divided by 12, it is becoming into decimal. So I'll change it to 12,000 to get the round figure allocations. So now it is 1000 per month, and this is system generated allocation. So once this is done, click OK. Now it is allocated the budget. Once is allocated, we can do the reallocation as well. In the reallocation, we can edit the changes. For example, 500 for the first month. Second month it is 1500. So this is our reallocation. We can do that as well. Okay, this is reallocation. Oh, budget is not submitted, I think. Let me submit it. So now budget is submitted. Once it is approved, it will go to approved status. Then we'll test the result. So here it is submitted status still. It's approved now. Meanwhile, I'll go to project to check the scenario, how the budget controls are defined for this project. So use budget controls, revenue and cost only over total budget we given here. I am giving current period. Current period, my budget is 500, but overall my budget is 12,000, right? So let's start with our journal. Let me go to lines. New. Here I have given ERP. Dev. For example, 10 hours I am giving. For the 10 hours, what is the price? It is 350 only. Let me go with 21 hours. With the 21 hours, our price is 350 means 500. Maybe I'll go with 2 hours. 2 hours means 750 it will come. Let me post it. So today, till now, what we discussed, we have original budget and revision budget. Original budget will start with the project created, tracking on, and original budget created, submitted, approved, active. Revision budget will start the revisions created, submitted, approved, then revision is not active. Then we created the project budget, very simple project budget, we discussed about that. We created the revision for that, and we did allocation now, and allocation we given, let me check the voucher, what is posted for this transaction. It's not posted actually. uh, Manage tab, posted transaction. Oh, 390 it's came, huh? Let me go with 20 hours and wow. So I'm creating one more hour journal for just testing purpose, whether that control is working or not. Budget control. Is there anything we missed? That I'm going to check now. ERP dev 21 hours. Oh, it's posted. Let's see the budget, project budgets. One more thing I need to explain here, details we can do these things as well. Individual resource level we can make the budget control. Here 12,000 it is coming, and we allocated, right? You approved allocation. It is 500. Oh, sorry. We are at which thing? So period 8 we are in the period 8.